Welcome back to WTFodcast. My name is Steve from WTFAnimeINC. Joining me, as always, is KriticalSkeptic, Ghost, Ladyducky, and our two special guests this time. We have Ladyducky's dad, and, of course, we have Epic Ray of Epic Ray Komedy. Welcome back. A little bit more stable this time, so woohoo!
And me a little less stable.
So,
yeah, Lady Ducky's unstable.
We can talk?
You can talk
so
now.
Now, with today's topics, we actually have multiple topics. Ghost wanted to get us started on one, but then I know Epic Ray also has another one for us today. So I will let the two of you duke it out as to who is going to sit there and say something. But first, I really quickly want to mention, hey, have you, the viewer and listener, have you liked? Have you subscribed? Have you hit that notification bell yet? You should probably go ahead and do that right now. All right. So,
you haven't. What the hell are you doing with your life?
pretty much. Why haven't you hit those buttons yet? Hit them now.
Sounds
Dust him out. Now.
Please subscribe.
All right. So whoever wants to get us started with this with this show,
Subscribe if you want to.
Or don't. Doesn't matter to us. We don't fucking need you. We just do this for the fucking lulz.
Bro.
We do it because it's funny.
I think the last one we left off on the apples, right?
Yeah. Okay, so my coworkers had this epic debate going on in the back room one day a couple weeks back, and I was rolling laughing at this conversation, and they went all night long with this into different subjects after the initial one, which is baffling to me. But I wanted to share this with you guys because it's hysterical and it's a good, interesting topic. What fruits or vegetables are straight or gay? And I started right before we started the stream. I asked Raheem, "All right, Epic Ray, what is an apple straight or gay?"
And I pretty much give the instance that it is straight, mostly because it is loved by both. But in the sense, there are multiple possible colors in every. It's a variety.
Apple or fruit.
And
Yeah.
it's never looked at in a sexual way, pretty much, unless it's like a temptation.
All fruit is gay.
And there's not really much you can do with an apple. With a banana, on the other hand, it's completely different.
Fruit is gay. Just eat beef.
Right.
Yeah, all fruit is gay.
I mean, it's right in the fucking name.
I don't know why that's making me laugh so hard, but yeah. All fruit is gay.
I need a recording of that.
If you eat Fruit Loops, you're gay. So
I mean, don't they call? I mean, I guess this is an offensive term, but they've called gay people fruit.
well, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'm saying
It's
it's right
what
in the
you play
name.
with their
Well,
fruit.
this-
But
Point is made.
Well,
this
your
is
topic's
the-
done. All fruit are
apples
gay.
and
Yeah.
but
I'm
Yeah.
nice to have somebody who sells
I'm
the
sorry, but all fruit is gay.
no, Ducky's dad.
And
No.
maybe vegetable.
Apples and pomegranates are biblical, so they
cucumber might
got to
be
be
gay.
straight, man.
What? No. A cucumber, if you
No,
identify
I'm saying-
a cucumber as a male,
I'd say they're straight.
female.
I would say cucumbers are
That's pretty
straighter than
straight.
most.
No, because at minimum, a
There's never a
cucumber
male
has to be
present.
bisexual. Because how many times do you hear of a story of somebody
If there is
going
a
into
male
a store?
present, he's gay.
But
And
okay,
he's taking his
okay,
own
so
cue.
Steve,
Cucumber has been in more places than the U.S. Army. It's just been everywhere.
US Navy.
Well, and my whole thing is how many times
Steve,
do you
what if-
hear
what if-
somebody going to a store and they're sitting there and on the conveyor belt they put a cucumber and a condom? All right, this is just basic math. Both men and women are doing this, but I have not heard a single
So it's-
story of somebody going into a grocery store and getting a banana and sitting there and doing that. So I say
what about
bananas
pickles?
straight.
Why would you need a condom?
What about
That's what
pickles?
I'm asking.
Well,
Why do
that
you need a
happens
condom?
after you insert it.
You're not getting an. Oh, you want to eat it after.
Oh, Jesus God.
Wait. Hold on.
Who the fuck is eating it after?
back in like the 90s and 80s, didn't they put condoms over bananas in those classes?
Yes, they did.
Yes, they did. Yeah,
Didn't
they
take
did.
condom
They did.
flavor?
I'll give you that.
Not
But
wrong
that hasn't been
about that.
done
I
since
remember
the
that.
80s when I was
I
a
think
kid.
I'd be throwing it in the garbage.
Why would you be using it?
Again,
Ducky's
who the
dad, do you
heck is
have
trying
something to
get
tell us, my
dual
friend?
use out of that piece of food?
Okay, so I have one for you.
Okay.
Watermelon.
Oh, it's a good one.
Dig.
What can you do with a watermelon?
We're talking about
Watermelon's
fruit
black, you
itself.
said?
Not
As far as I know, the
using it.
only
It's
second
their
use
day.
for
We're
a
talking about
watermelon is
the
as a
fruit.
liquor
If it had a
decanter.
personality, would that fruit?
I would say they're
be like, "No, I'm
straight.
gay"?
Cantaloupes are gay. Cantaloupes and honeydews are gay.
Huh.
But watermelons are straight.
I mean,
I'm not tracking,
I think
but
a
we'll see
watermelon
where this
could be
goes.
straight.
But watermelon is basically a giant liquor bottle.
But
I
the,
mean,
yeah.
but the thing is that when you look at a
Wow.
watermelon that way,
Epic
then
Ray
what does
was
that
in
make a cantaloupe?
right. My question is, who or what is fitting that where? There's only one kind of pleasure
Right.
derived.
I think
from
it's.
those
I think
items.
you're.
Huh?
I think you're looking at it too one dimensionally. I'm thinking on the basis of
Hey.
how do you consume it? How do you this and that? You know what I mean? Aside from the obvious, who would shove a watermelon up someone's ass anyway? That's just
That's what I'm
weird.
saying. What can you
Yeah, that's a
possibly
good
use
way to
that
get
for?
hemorrhoids, I would think.
Oh my god. No, I don't think it has anything just strictly to do with how it's
Sorry, what was
utilized.
So
I'm just talking about the content itself, just the fruit or vegetable itself.
Okay, I'm good.
okay,
Wait,
I
so
don't think you guys heard
oh,
it,
no.
but Jesus.
Wait, one last one. Coconut.
oh,
Oh, Jesus.
I'd say they're straight. I'd say they're pretty straight. They're rugged,
So-
hard to open.
when I hear coconuts, I sit there and I think Monty Python and the Holy Grail. And when I think Monty Python and the Holy Grail, then my mind immediately goes to Mr. Hands. And please do not make me explain what the Mr. Hands video is. Please do not.
Coconuts are super gay.
Precisely. Precisely.
You know what? To be real though, Cameron, the way you psychoanalyze the coconut as being rugged and hard to open, that is kind of a masculine trait. However,
That's what I'm saying.
does that not make the coconut a bit of a bear?
You know what? That does check. Yeah. Now that you say that, that's fair.
That's a good
Yeah.
That's fair.
It's a daddy
A
bear.
little too straight. Yeah.
Bears.
So
but
if
Steve,
you don't
you never-
know what a
Steve, you
bear
never answered my
is,
question.
if you don't hang on, if you don't know what a bear is, in the LGBTQ community, a bear is a rather masculine, hairy, sometimes overweight individual who is gay and likes to adopt what they call cubs, which are basically twinks.
Yeah.
So
That tracks.
yeah, so it's
Beta
rather
males.
disturbing. It's rather disturbing.
It's
Kind of
pretty
like
creepy.
the leather-clad biker guy in the YMCA.
So
Yeah.
true story. I had this explained to me by one of my friends who is a bear, and he sat there and he was like, he's like, when I'm with my partner, one of the things that he likes to do is he likes me to glomp him. I was like, oh, please do tell me what is glomping, and that is where he will lift his belly and land it on his partner's head.
I mean, that's fine.
Fuck.
I really didn't want or need the technical textbook definition of that. And now it's stuck in my fucking
you
head.
wanna
I
Yeah,
didn't
now-
either.
well, it was stuck in my head for the last couple of years. Now it's stuck in yours too.
Put it back in the toothpaste tube, please.
Yeah, seriously.
No.
I imagine.
All
just
right.
sitting down
Anyway,
and people-
Steve, you never answered my question.
Okay.
So you said you brought up cucumbers
Weird
earlier,
ass
right?
people.
Yes.
What about pickles?
Well, I think I explained it. I think I explained it rather well with pickles. Pickles is what happens after it's been in there for a while.
So that's pretty straight.
Oh,
Oh,
I would say pickling things kind of makes them a little more on the straight side of things, honestly.
Yeah, I would
no,
think
you
so too.
fucked me up, man, because I garden a lot, and I was trying to make homemade pickles last year, and now I'll never be able to fucking eat pickles the same way again. Oh, it just festered in there for a while. Oh, God damn it.
Don't be so salty, you
ruin
dill.
everything I love.
Oh,
It's okay, Keith. Everything's kosher. Don't be such a goy.
It's okay. It's kosher.
you're killing me. You're killing me.
It's my crinkly sense of humor.
Okay, actually, what about the fruit, dragon fruit?
Oh, dragon fruit? Totally lesbian.
Exotic
Gay as fuck.
Caribbean,
No,
it's
dragon fruit.
probably a ladyboy.
Totally.
It's colorful as fuck.
It's colorful.
Yeah,
it's like this pink.
it's totally lesbian.
Cutting it. It's
Dragon
got
fruit's
pinks,
more of a ladyboy.
blues,
Black
greens,
color,
yellows.
almost like white
It's
and
like,
black.
yeah.
Kind of like a. What's that one fruit?
The dragon fruit, passion fruit.
You know, it's
I'd bet he's trying to think of pomegranate.
Pomegranate?
pomegranate.
Do you think that's like a dragon
Pomegranate.
fruit?
No, kiwi.
That's gay.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
kiwi
we
is
already
totally gay.
established that one.
Yeah.
We already established that
What
one.
avocado?
Yeah.
Hey,
What about an avocado?
don't tell that to the, what is it, the
Ooh.
I think
Norwegians?
that's great.
An
Avocado
avocado?
is hard. Avocado, that
But
one's a
it's
hard
not
one.
I'd say
like a
they're
sweet
straight.
teddy bear.
I would call that a straight fruit or
Yeah, I would think
vegetable.
straight
Yeah.
too. That's a big nut in the middle.
Yeah. The manly
avocado
man
to the,
nut.
So
The
let me
manly
lay the
nut.
baseline here. I think potatoes are about as straight as you can get,
Oh,
right?
fuck,
Like regular rusted ass potatoes.
Yeah.
I think that's about as straight as you can get.
Yeah.
And then you
That's
have
great,
like
man.
Yeah.
on the opposite end of the spectrum, right? Just to kind of lay the boundaries, raspberries.
Hmm.
Do you think a raspberry is gay?
Well, raspberry is also a nickname for a fart, therefore butt stuff. Raspberry gay.
Then you know
Gay.
you got that feature.
Very
Yeah.
gay.
You don't think raspberries are gay?
I don't know though, because I would say raspberries typically will sit there and also go both
What do they
ways.
call
'cause
it when you
also,
slide
you know, when you
in
sit
the
there and you stick out your
home
tongue and
plate,
go,
you skin
like,
up
that's
your leg.
called a
Don't they call that
raspberry.
a raspberry or?
That's a good question.
Yeah, fart noises. Raspberries.
When you slide onto home base,
So what about cherries then?
baseball, and you slide and you scratch up your leg, is
Yeah.
that called a raspberry?
There's one clear cut long.
Yeah,
know
it's
about
called a
blowing
that's
raspberries.
also called a
You get
raspberry.
the baby blowing their tummy, blowing raspberries.
Oh.
No. Ducky's dad is right. When you slide into a home plate and you sit there, and if you get plate
Maybe
rash,
that's
that's
straight.
also called a
Maybe
raspberry.
Oh, is it really?
That's pretty straight. A sport, right?
That's why I'm saying I think raspberries go both ways. Like
That's a valid point.
it's got to be
It's
another
why.
it's got to be another bisexual fruit. It's
Fair
why
enough.
it's why I was saying that at the end of the day, oranges are a bisexual fruit.
Well, okay, so here's the
yeah,
thing.
I agree.
Here's the thing. So oranges, I'm not sure, but tangerines.
Tangerines are definitely bisexual, most definitely. Yeah,
Yeah.
Tangerines
I
have
think
to be.
100%.
Tangerines have to be
100%.
bisexual. So
On that we fully agree on. Yeah, for real.
Yeah.
What about
What about a apricot?
loquats?
oh, apricot.
Yeah.
Oh shit,
It's got a seed.
apricot's hard.
I got no
Yeah,
jokes
because
for
it
that.
has
Yes,
that big
yeah.
nut. Is it a big nut in the middle?
Seed.
Just a seed.
It's a
Not big
seed.
nut, yeah.
Same as a peach.
That reminds me of a fake Jack in the Box advertisement I'll have to share with you later.
Well, I think a peach is as straight as a
I'm gonna go
cherry.
straight.
Because
I'm
there
gonna go
are
straight.
two things we
That's
established.
what I
I think
said.
a peach is gay in
I
disguise.
think peach is gay in disguise.
Maybe.
I've heard both.
Peach
I've
is
heard
peach
both.
is
Yeah.
peach
Come
has to
out
be
with their
closeted
parents.
lesbian.
They're
Peach absolutely has to
cross-dressed.
be positive, like closeted lesbian.
Okay.
I guess we could agree that the
'Cause, you know,
connotation with peach is
peach
up for debate,
fuzz,
but what
or
it
it's
represents is
yeah.
pretty consistent, right?
Like the emoji for the peach is like means ass, but then the term peach fuzz is kind of a debated term. So
More
it's
like
like
a pubic hair thing or a
yeah,
bad
yeah.
Big upset brewing right here.
It's hard to tell. That's a tough
Oh my
one.
God.
And the old
I-
adage, I could eat a peach all day thanks to Nicolas Cage. You know, I mean,
What?
I love how we immediately dove into like the the deep
there's a
side
lot
of
of
this.
innuendo around fruit.
That's how this conversation was supposed to be. That's the fun part about it. What about plums?
What was it?
They're
Plum.
juicy as fuck.
Now, are we
Plums,
assuming
which are
the fruit
you know,
as
prunes,
a male
right? So
or a female? Because I'm thinking
What was
plum
your
is a
question?
female and she would be straight. But if I think of plum as a male, it would be gay.
I can't think of plums as a male. They're delicious.
Don't
They're
I
wet as
can't-
fuck. They're
No.
I
juicy
can't
as
think
all
of a
heck.
plum as a. I can't think of plum anything but as a female. So yeah, I
Right.
would
What's
probably
hummus
picture
made
plum
of?
being pretty straight.
What's hummus made
and then
of?
when they get old, they turn into prunes.
Oh, they're female
Tomato
straight. I don't know.
tomato
Hummus is made out
is-
of. What's hummus made out of?
This is
Did you just say
Tomatoes.
Tomatoes?
Mm.
I don't know, honestly.
I don't
like
like
a
tomatoes.
bean?
I don't like tomatoes either, so I can't.
Tomatoes
Like, I'm
are
actually
non-binary.
allergic to the acid in tomatoes.
They're non-binary.
Tomatoes?
They're non-binary.
That's why we don't like them. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Tomatoes
I'm kidding.
are bi because nobody can decide if they're a fruit or a vegetable.
Yeah.
They're bi.
For the longest time, we not decide between whether they were fruit or vegetables, and that's why.
Yeah.
That's
That explains it.
No, I've got it. Tomato is ace.
What's ace mean?
What does that mean?
Asexual?
Ace means asexual. Tomato is ace. It can't
You know
pick
what
whether or not if
asexual
it's
is?
male, female. It can't pick if it's a fruit or a vegetable.
One thing.
It's ace. It has no
My dad-
identity.
My dad doesn't know what
Oh, like
asexual
Michael
is.
Jackson with his race. Oh wait.
I'm with
Go
Ringo
either way.
on the track of it can't make up
Asexual
its
means-
mind.
Asexual
It is
means
nor-
they have
it is
no.
neither hot nor cold.
They're
Well-
not. They're not
Therefore,
attracted to
it's warm.
female or male. They basically have no sex drive. They don't want to have sex. Asexual is they're just.
Well, they got their own seeds.
They
So-
do.
Oh, okay.
So
If they'll
that's
grow,
why I'm
it's
saying.
They'll grow no matter what, year after year.
By the way,
Yeah,
he was a
that's
farmer
why I'm
growing
saying
up,
tomato
so he
has
knows
to
a lot
be
about
ace.
crops and shit and animals. He's a
Yeah,
farmer, man.
tomatoes have to be ace. That's the only thing that's the only thing that makes sense. Tomatoes are ace. They're the outlier of all the fruits. They're the
That's
outlier
excellent.
of all the
I'll
fruits.
change
That's true because
They're enduring.
Why?
shit.
So here's another good one.
I mean,
Here's
if a
another good
tomato
one. So I
rots in
mentioned
the field, it's
potatoes.
going to leave the seeds out in the field, and next year you're going to get a tomato plant that's going to come back up.
Oh, like asexual.
Yeah,
like
He's-
plants
that's
that
very
grow
true.
and grow
It'll
and
just
stuff.
True facts.
reproduce.
That's true.
Oh fuck. Okay.
That's very
So-
true.
Yeah.
Tomatoes. You know, I changed my vote from
So,
bisexual
what-
to asexual. Good job,
Yeah.
Dad. Look
No,
at that.
again,
That's
I-
your best one.
It's the only thing that makes sense for tomatoes is they have to be
Yeah.
ace. They're the ace fruit.
100%.
It would almost be the same
That's
for a
funny.
pumpkin, but that's not a fruit.
Pumpkin is a fruit,
But
right?
It's almost in the lines of a tomato because a pumpkin has its own seeds
oh
inside.
god, he's right.
He's
Right,
a
they can
farmer.
germinate
He
their own
grew up
seeds,
on a
reproduce
farm in
without,
Ohio.
I mean, a
we-
watermelon's the same thing. It has its own
pumpkin's a type of
seeds
squash.
inside.
So would they be asexual?
A pumpkin's a type
Could
of
be.
squash. So yeah.
So watermelon,
honest-
tomato.
I think pumpkin would also be another ace fruit, just
Yeah.
because, like the things
sell
people, this is driving me crazy.
You know, if it rots
On a
in the
more
field,
It'll just grow again.
it'll grow again because it leaves its seeds, and as long as the seeds are getting the ground, they'll grow again. So
anything that doesn't require cross pollination, it's an asexual plant. It produces.
well, yeah.
everything
I mean, the only way you get in a watermelon, the seeds grow, and then it'll take a bee
A bee.
to pollinate the flower that blooms.
Very true. So
Same
So
for a
Did you
tomato
grow
plant.
fruits? Did you grow fruits as a
Sustainable
farm?
drought.
Yeah.
I thought it was just all
Yeah.
vegetables.
So I mentioned
Well,
so I
no, we
mentioned
get
potatoes
fruits
earlier.
too.
I mentioned russet potatoes are about as straight as they come. What about sweet potatoes and yams?
Potatoes. What if they're just sweeties, like they're little
Yams.
girls and they're happy? Maybe they're just straight.
I want to
Well,
be
you can take
remotely
the
serious about
potato as just
gardening.
regular straight.
You know what?
It's true.
Potato is a straight man. Sweet potato is a straight female because
Yeah.
it's so basic. Boom.
That's
Done.
fair.
Next.
yeah, that's very fair.
fair.
That's
very
excessively fair. Yeah.
No, what about yams? Yams are an entirely different vegetable.
And yams the same thing as a sweet potato.
We could say it's the grandma of the sweet potato, and she's a straight grandma.
What do you mean by yams? How do you grow a
Well,
yam?
flavor, I think they procreate the same way.
I always, when I
believe
hear yams, I always think it's a sweet potato that's been
I don't
cooked, and
I
then
don't
they
think
do cooked yams.
Is a yam
That's a good
sweet
question.
potato?
I'm
I'm
thinking
looking
it
this
is.
up now.
Let's find out. I
No,
am too.
I'm not sure what it is.
You gonna go smoke?
So it's delicious.
I might.
No, they are not sweet potatoes.
Okay. Sorry.
Yams are a different type of plant.
So yams are different.
Oh,
They
okay.
are different.
Yeah.
Are they?
They're actually smaller than a sweet
What is
potato.
yams?
They're smaller than a sweet potato.
So they're they are entirely different vegetables and from different plant families. True yams belong to the Discoria genus and are related to lilies and grasses. Sweet potatoes are from the Empalmia genus and are members of the morning glory family, which would explain why yams grow smaller than sweet potatoes.
So they're a different.
That's
It's the
Is
difference
yams
between like a
completely
shallot
different
onion
than
and
a
the
sweet
Italian
potato?
onion.
Yeah, they're their own
Totally
They
different.
are, yeah.
category. Yeah.
So
Oh, okay.
true yams have a rough, scaly, brownish black skin resembling tree bark,
Okay.
but sweet potatoes are smoother and have a reddish brown, yellow, or even purple skin more like potatoes.
Best
So
way to eat a sweet potato is bake it, covered in butter and cinnamon.
Okay.
yes,
We know how to make our
I
yams.
need to make my sweet
Yes.
potato casserole one day for this man. He will appreciate my sweet potato casserole.
Oh fuck yeah, you would.
So
No, brown sugar.
I like my
Brown sugar. Brown
Hell,
sugar. Okay.
brown sugar. Brown sugar. All right. Anyways, so
He didn't want to mute himself. He's smoking, so.
it's okay. Epic Ray, you had a subject for us.
So I had a couple that I wanted to go over, but I think the majority one that's going to actually assist everyone is what are the top 10 horror monsters that you can think of? And then if you were in their movie, how would you survive inside of their movie? So if you were to pick Jason, how are you going to survive? So the point is you were starting
you
the
can't
night
spot
at
Jason.
8 p.m. You're starting that at 8 p.m. and then you have to survive till sunup, which would be 6 a.m. Once it's 6 a.m. in the morning, the creature disappears forever. But you have to survive between them.
Ooh.
Jason's a difficult one because he has no inherent weaknesses.
Well, he's got a mommy complex.
How about we
Yeah,
start
you
with,
just psych him out. You could
let's start
psychologically
with
screw
a
with him
monster,
until the plot
and then we can
runs out.
decide together as a group how we defeat
Yeah,
him.
give us a monster. Give us a monster.
and we'll decide how we want to defeat him. Let's do that. That's more fun.
Yeah.
One monster at a time, round robin survival tactics.
Yeah.
Well, since we got Skeptic in here, we'll do Chucky.
Chucky.
son of a bitch.
Oh, it's got to be skeptic first. All right.
All right. Yeah, for those of you who don't know, when I was a child, I saw a lot of horror movies, but nothing freaked me out more than Chucky. I know it's irrational. He's 4 foot tall. Well, sorry, he's less than 3 foot tall, and he probably weighs under 12 pounds. But for some reason, he freaked me out more than all the other monsters because I felt like I couldn't really see him coming, and he'd sneak up on me. And based on what we know about the Chucky movies, he's unkillable. You can kill him 1,000 times, he's just going to come back. Other than finding some reverse black magic shaman, I don't think there's a way to permanently defeat Chucky. I think it's a run down the. Well, it's not even run down the clock like Jason because he doesn't go away after a certain point. I think what you need to do with Chucky is get him into a trap. You need to bait him or trick him into a trap. And get him in a freaking 3-inch thick iron box. Wrap that son of a bitch in chains and drop it into the bottom of the Marianas Trench, and that'll buy you a few years. Maybe you'll die before he comes back for you. I think that's about the I don't know, the only way to deal with that situation for your lifetime. I don't know who else would do what to deal with Chucky.
All right, who
I
next?
got one.
Ghost.
Turkey fryer.
Can you imagine that
That's
thing?
not going to stop him.
Tie a little bastard up and drop him in a turkey fryer.
I
That's
never watched a single Chucky movie.
that's the thing though is that that Chucky is destroyable. Like
Yeah.
you can't destroy the soul of the creature, but
No.
but his physical incarnation is destroyable.
So in one of the movies, they chopped him into dozens and dozens of pieces and mailed those pieces all over the world. And a few years later, he came back.
Oh fuck! I didn't
What's
know
a
that.
deep fryer gonna do?
That's
Shit.
why they found another way.
Deep fryer's just gonna piss him off and make him scarier looking.
No, I think that would destroy the body pretty well.
I think
Can't reassemble himself, can he?
you got to remember there's
What
a
if you-
mechanical.
Okay, I know what I would do.
animatronic structure under that. You're only going to destroy the surface in the deep fryer. You're not going to destroy the bones of the beast.
Fine, I'll melt him.
That's
Now, yeah, throwing him into a vat of like liquid metal to completely a volcano or a
That's-
kiln. Maybe you fully liquefy him.
that's
That might do it.
that's where I was going. Is in my head I was picturing more something like a cremation incinerator, something that just keeps going and going and going until it's done. Yeah, because I don't know why people think cremators will sit there and like those machines only run for a few hours. No, that thing runs 24 hours. Like once you turn the machine on, a full cycle is 24 hours. 24 hours at that heat and at that intensity for that long, he ain't coming out of there.
It can turn bones to dust. It should
I'm
do
going to
the
explain
trick.
to my dad. So right now our topic is Epic Ray is going to give us a monster, like from the horror movies. And
Yeah.
how would we defeat him? And right now is Chucky, from
Yeah.
Chucky movies. And I want to say, for me, you can think about this, but me, I'd first feel like, hey, and kind of like seduce him, like, hey, what up, what up? And then I could have Ghost. Is he made
It's
of porcelain?
Chucky, not Leprechaun.
Is he made of porcelain?
So it's really undeterminable, if I remember correctly, what Chucky's physically made out of. But at the base of him, he is nothing more than a My Buddy doll.
Well, in the further
I think a flamethrower would
the
just do
series, he
him
was
fine.
basically a Terminator skeleton wrapped in a doll.
Because Critical said that in a movie they like broke him up into pieces and separated him, but he came back together. So I think you're right. I was actually thinking of that, like seduce him, get him close. Then I was thinking Ghost would smash him with a sledgehammer. You flamethrower him. All those pieces, melt them down, and if any pieces survive, separate them and hold them in these hard containers and never reconjoin. And you did it. Good job,
So
Dad.
essentially, Ducky's
Yeah, right.
grand plan is to be the bait.
Yeah.
You'd have to put him
Yeah.
in a container,
He thinks trap.
some
Wood
kind of
chipper might be
container he
effective.
can't break out of.
That's what I said. A big iron box, like a gun safe, and then drop it
Yeah.
in the bottom of the ocean.
Yeah,
Hey,
Yeah.
never did
that'd be an
All
idea.
right.
That'd be a
Better
good
yet.
idea.
That's a
there.
great
Better
idea.
yet,
I think Critical
lock him in a gun safe and then throw the gun safe in a foundry. There we go. That's it.
I do kind of like the foundry idea.
What's
yeah,
the foundry?
Melt the ever living shit out of him.
A foundry is where like they make like steel and metals and stuff. So
Oh yeah.
You remember how Terminator
I know
2
what
ended?
Now here's the thing.
Like the ending of Terminator 2?
If it melts the container it's containing him in, and somehow he survives the melting, he can come out. come back together. So wouldn't it be best to just trap him and put him at the
Let's be
bottom?
real. He's not getting out of that.
If it melted the freaking
Boy,
Terminator,
that's how you got rid of the
If
Terminator.
he can melt a T-800 Terminator,
You
it's
know?
not. Chucky's got no chance there.
Again?
but you have to remember,
Yeah.
there's the resurrection factor with Chucky because it's voodoo soul magic.
So
he can get another body.
you guys are already forgetting the premise of the question. You can survive a night.
True.
That would help survive a night.
At that rate, we won if we survived the night.
Yeah.
See?
All right. So this begs the question, Ray, of
Yes.
like, what would you do?
For Chucky?
Yeah.
Based on from what I've learned through Child's Play all the way up to Cult of Chucky, if we're talking just basis Cult of Chucky, from what I understand, Andy pretty much just nailed him to like a boat there, and he like melted his legs and everything, so he could not move, and he kept him alive the entire time. He never killed him. So if you
he
keep
could
him,
leave the vessel and go to a new one.
Yeah. Essentially, as long as you keep him alive and don't allow him to essentially move, he's in an escapable prison. Essentially, he cannot. His spirit can't be revived again because he's still alive, but he cannot move either. So you keep him in a stasis place of where he cannot move.
Okay. So trapping him or imprisoning him is safe because then he can't transfer to a new body.
Because
Gotcha.
the only spell that he knows before he goes to Cult of
Yeah,
Chucky.
I was still talking about Chucky. I was just sitting there thinking maybe they ought to get a big, giant, sticky mousetrap.
That would actually probably
Might slow
work.
him down.
Well, and again, the premise is to only survive the night. So, all right.
If you remove his feet, he cannot walk. You remove his hands, he cannot walk, and you tape his mouth. He has to speak the incantations. He cannot just think. He has to speak all of them.
That's right. There's like a spell he has to say when he swaps bodies.
So if we tape his mouth.
You do what?
Gotcha.
If you tape it, because apparently Chucky has to say incantations. He has to speak. So if you tape his mouth, or I don't know, silence him, that would
You can tape his mouth, melt him, either one.
Can he
All right.
body hop?
Say again?
Is he able to body hop?
Oh,
He cannot body hop. If he has to say the spell. If you remove his mouth, he cannot say it.
Yeah,
that's
Ray's
Ray
on
knows
point with
exactly
that.
what to do. Okay.
All right. Who's next? What's our next creature?
Okay, I'm gonna give you a tough one. This one. I'm gonna give you. I'm gonna give you a choice between Hellraiser and the Creeper from Jeepers Creepers.
Ooh.
Ooh, well.
Who's going? Who do you pick to go first?
I don't know either of those.
Do the Creeper first. We'll do Creeper first.
Do you know the Creeper?
A what?
Creeper?
Sounds
The
familiar.
Creeper's monster is way easier to survive for one night. Hellraiser? I don't think you can ever fully escape that.
No, because Hellraiser protects and defends those who were victims of abuse.
However, if Hellraiser attaches to you and fucks with you, you are up a creek without a paddle because it is not. Hellraiser is not physical. He lives in freaking hell and he comes and goes from our plane whenever the heck he wants.
So here's the other part of the question for Hellraiser then. Who opened the cube, Ray? Were we the one who opened the cube, or who opened the cube? Because he will not attack the person who didn't open the cube. He will sit there and attack them in tandem if they're within convenient range, but basically their target at the end of the day is the one who opened the cube. So who opened the cube?
Out of the four of you?
Yeah, let's say out of all of us sitting here right now, like, who opened the cube?
I cannot lie. I opened the cube.
Oh, okay. So
if you have to protect yourself from this monster, you're inherently the one that opened the cube.
So
Can't you technically
Why
pull
would you
the?
open
Couldn't you
it?
be able to
I
technically
was
pull the cube
curious.
apart?
I was
I
wondering what
mean,
was inside.
so the cube, you can sit there and you can pull it apart, but the puzzle has to be solved. So
Right.
essentially, who solved the puzzle? Who opened the cube? Because that's the ultimate thing that Hellraiser latched onto. If you're saying each one of us individually solved the cube, then that means that we're dealing with all the different Hellraiser entities, not just Pinhead. We're dealing with all
I
of them.
think you need to look at it that way, like you're the person who catalyzed the
Isn't
monster
now
to come out.
Hellraiser the little animated
Nah,
guy?
Hellraiser, the movie, it's the main
Who
protagonist
is
is Pinhead.
Hellraiser?
He's the leader of the group.
Maybe I'm thinking
Yeah,
of
because
somebody else.
yeah, because
I don't know who Hellraiser is.
so all the different Hellraisers, the entities are, hang on, I've got to pull this up.
Wasn't
Aren't they
wasn't there one that was animated?
I believe there was one that was, yeah.
Maybe you saw it.
Yeah,
We'll,
I thought there
So-
was.
we'll come back to Hellraiser. I think I have a better one. So we're
Okay.
gonna do Ghostface. But here's the thing: Ghostface has, out of the four of you, Ghostface has the ability to possess one of you every 3 hours. You don't know who it is except for the person who is Ghostface.
Hang on. I
in
thought Ghostface was the guy from Scream.
Yes.
I suppose you want to go to the
He
Mississippi
doesn't have the
State
ability
Fair.
to possess people. He's just adding that for fun.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
All right, so when it comes to Ghostface, that one's pretty easy.
Yeah,
So-
put your back against the wall and get a gun.
Yeah, no, I mean, really, honestly, all you got to do is just lock yourself. All you have to do is just have yourself locked in a room.
Yeah. He's flesh and blood.
Yeah, Ghostface is easy. So, like, I mean, if we're talking like if we're talking like the original Scream Ghostface, then they're only as powerful as a mortal person. So the easiest way is like I lock myself in my basement and call it a day. Like,
just a serial killer wearing a costume.
Not only that, even if you want to, if our objective is to face it down, it's just a matter of paying attention because those movies are all about anyone could be the
Sounds a little
killer. so
bit
just
like Joe
pay
Biden.
attention.
Didn't he knock himself out?
Dad.
On that note, I'm going to get another freaking whiskey.
For the record, it's not Joe, it's Hunter Biden. Anyway.
All right.
No contact. Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So the thing is that you've given us Ghostface, which is rather easy. If we circle back to Hellraiser real quick, I just want to let you know that there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There are 9 different. There are 9 different like Cenobites that can be summoned.
You gotta be in the.
So like, it's too hard when it comes to Hellraiser because you would have to sit there and pick one of the Cenobites. So,
Okay.
and
I got-
each one is beaten individually. So I would sit there and say Hellraiser can't be a possibility. There are too many Cenobites. There are too many possibilities with that one.
I have a fun one for you. This is particularly for Ghost. You are now in purge. You're in the purge right now. You are starting the purge. You are in the park. You were able to start with 2 weapons of your own choice, fully upgraded. Your objective is to get to a building and survive the night, pretty much. Now, mind you, you're playing this as soon as it started. So as soon as it starts, everybody is pretty much at one point. Everyone that you see, you have to assume wants to take you out. There are drones, there are snipers, and there are literal bombs almost everywhere. I'll say the bombs are pretty much anything that looks
Ooh,
unexpected.
another one in the upset.
Your objective is to get to a building and survive the rest of the night.
I mean, if we're talking purge settings here, I don't live.
That's purge on hard mode.
Yeah.
Where there's already pre-rigged booby traps, bombs, and snipers
I
everywhere.
just need.
I don't.
I'll take one weapon and 2 items. Okay.
I'll eliminate the drones. I will eliminate the drones. I'll eliminate the drones.
Okay. I have 1 weapon and 2 items.
Okay.
A suppressed 45.
Okay.
Okay.
Gotcha.
A blanket and a bag of garbage.
I see where he's going with that. Okay.
The bag of garbage and the blanket's a city-style ghillie suit.
My thing is that I just know that, like, because of the fact that I cannot physically run anymore, I know I am fucked.
That's exactly what you have to take into account when you're thinking about surviving the purge. Survival during the purge depends on knowing your own weaknesses and strengths.
Do you think?
Yeah.
You said get to a building.
think
If you
you could
start in a
survive the
building, you're
purge?
already halfway to victory.
Do you think
So,
you can
like-
survive the purge?
Well, if you kind of stay inside, you'll be fine.
Well, I mean, they could break the
I'm
doors
with
and
your
get
dad.
inside your house.
Look, every guy who's been around the
Turn
block
all your lights
and
out
grown
and
a
just
few years
hide.
realizes his strength lies in the home field
Maybe.
advantage.
Where would you hide in here?
I'll give you.
That's what
You were
house.
in.
Let's say climb
You're
up,
in.
hide in the chimney.
Universal.
do that.
You have to get to the Millennium Mall. That is your objective.
Fuck
Me?
the objective. I'm cheating then.
Okay,
I'm
so
going to win by cheating. I'm not going to do that. I'm not
Well-
going to play by the rules.
no, but
It is
let
purge. There is no law. There is
Well-
no rules.
well,
Therefore,
he's-
I disacknowledge the rules.
he's
and I play to
giving
win.
he's giving me a particular set of criteria to sit there and see what if I can't figure out a way. So if I am
and that's
am I
that's super not close to where I am. So that's
well no, he's having me start in Universal, right?
Locations.
Where am I starting in Universal?
Nintendo
You
World.
are in the parking lot.
Am I in the parking garage, or am I like near the City Walk side of the parking garage?
You were in the City Walk side of the parking garage.
City Walk side of the parking garage. Well, that's easy.
what a
Well then,
thousand
okay,
assholes.
you've given me a way to actually get through. So, because I will head down to wardrobe down at the bottom of the parking garage, and I will makeshift myself a little fucking flamethrower down there, and then I will sit there and I will proceed to sit there and go down Kirkman towards friggin' or no, I won't even do that. I will go out towards the Kirkman side. I will cross over, take the Universal Boulevard back way, go over to the Mall of Millennia, and I'll head that way. Now, where's my end target in the Mall of Millennia? Because along the way, I can swing into Shooters. Shooters is right on the way to there, and so you're giving me access to a place that readily has multiple 50 cal rifles and 50 cal handguns?
You were
So
also.
he's going to roll the dice on the other crazy people, but use his
But-
knowledge of
yeah.
geography.
But Steve, you're also forgetting one thing. Why was your first instinct a flamethrower? That's probably a bad idea.
Because with the materials available where he currently is, he thinks he can makeshift one. It's a good improvised weapon
But
where
here's
you're
the
at.
right. But here's the problem with that. That's going to draw more attention to yourself too. People are going to see the flames if you ever have to use it, right?
Ask
but you see,
yourself
I'm
this,
using-
is that better than having no weapon?
I'm using the advantage that I'm near Universal, a place where there's always some kind of show dynamic going on. So if I'm the one grabbing if I'm the one making a makeshift flamethrower, what else is readily available over there at Universal that somebody's going to go and grab? The pyrotechnics. They're going to go grab all the fireworks. They're going to go grab all the gunpowder that's there at Universal readily available anyways. I'm avoiding all of that. Those are much bigger, flashier things that people are already going to be using. So by avoiding all the bigger and flashier stuff, I'm already at the advantage. So
A little bit of stealth, a little bit of knowledge of geography, and a little bit of MacGyver improvised weapons. I think is
What
the
about-
best. he
all
can
I need to do is all I need to do is the pathway that he's given me means that basically every route I can take will cut me by shooters over there. All I have to do is survive long enough to get into that damn store.
Assuming that store isn't overrun with other people with the similar idea, because I always say in a survival scenario, never go to a fucking Walmart. That's where everybody else is already going.
Well, you know, by the time I reach it, most everybody will have raided it by then. So, but it's just making it to that point. That's my checkpoint, and then I can make it to the Mall of Millennia. The problem is that he didn't give me an end goal inside the mall. Am I just to make it inside the mall, or is there a particular destination that I have to head to inside the mall?
That is not where you want to head to hunker down.
So
I mean, if you just win the game, if you get there and then it's over, that's all well and good. But that's a shit location to go to hunker down.
So your objective is to get there and then activate the security system to lock everything down.
Okay.
Which means you have to know the security officers in order to do that.
I don't know. That just made it.
You know where you should go next? The Japanese shop. It's got all it's got all the mall ninja weapons.
No, because if my goal is to get inside the mall and get to the security office, then what I need to do is I need to hit the Jaguar dealer that's up the road from the mall first, so that I can grab one of those Jaguar golf carts. Then I can slam into the mall and drive through the mall in one of those Jaguar golf carts.
Nothing says apocalypse like a V10 golf cart.
So, I mean, that's basically my only solution. It makes it a little bit more survivable to me, but like if we're talking where I'm at now in surviving the purge, if I started outside here where I'm at now, I am screwed.
No, your best bet right now, you live on a second story of a condo.
No, I'm not on the second story.
Oh, you're on the first fucking story?
I'm on the first floor of my condo complex, sir.
But let me ask you this. Condos typically don't have a fuck ton of windows and only have one door. Your condo wouldn't be the worst place to fortify.
Yeah.
If you could get inside, you could probably lock it down pretty easily.
Yeah. So, all right. That's the best I think we've been able to do with the purge. Yeah. You know what? Can I give a monster?
Sure, go ahead.
All right. Let's go old school. Let's go old school. Let's go the Gilliman. Let's go Creature from the Black Lagoon, the Gilliman.
Have you seen that?
Not sure.
What is my setting? Where am I?
The Black Lagoon?
It's Creature from the Black Lagoon.
Florida's a bad place to
Yeah,
survive.
Ducky's dad, the swamp guy, the swamp man.
Oh, the swamp monster?
Yep. Yeah, Creature from the Black Lagoon. He actually has a name. His name is the Gilman. The Gilliman. But it's the Creature from the Black Lagoon.
Oh, I know what he's talking about. Yeah.
Yeah, that's let's go old school Universal monsters here then. If we're gonna go that way, let's go for the Gilman, because here's the thing: is that you guys. You're naturally thinking that you're at a disadvantage being in places that have swamps. But remember, the longer he stays out of a swamp, the weaker he gets.
Right. And I mean, that dude could go down to the corner of any neighborhood and find a retention pond of standing swamp water.
Couldn't he just live in the sewers?
But the thing is, no, he can't live in the sewers. It has to be, there's something about the biology of the swamp that keeps him going. But remember, if he takes a rest in that liquid, he has to be in there for hours.
Oh, he sounds weak as fuck.
But the thing is, you don't know where he's going to pop back up because he doesn't need the waterways to connect.
Set a
He can just
trap.
magically use any
Walk through
natural
it. Hang
waterway
him upside down.
as
He's
like a
good
portal.
as toast.
You're thinking of the newer creature from the Black Lagoons films. I'm saying we're going old school.
So he's still in the same body of water you watched him go into.
Correct.
Okay. Well, in that case, that's an easy one. We're in Florida. If he has to go in there and rest for a couple hours to rejuvenate,
How
you
would
wait
you
him
get
out
him
until he
into
has
the
to retreat
trap?
and rest, and then you just start fucking shooting
Stand there
rounds and
on
throwing
the
fucking
beach on
dynamite
the
into the
outside of
pond
the
he went in.
lagoon and
Or
wave and make fun of him
Or
until
just
he
go to
walked
any of the
into my
local
trap.
municipalities and hijack a diesel water pump and drain that fucker.
Walk into the
And you
trap.
see, and you see, listening to Ducky's dad, he's talking about straight up
above the swamp.
trapping
He
the
wouldn't be able to
Gilman.
get no.
Yeah.
They're talking about you. They're saying trapping.
Yeah.
How would you
Fishnet?
trap him?
I'd just rather use a rope.
Well, how would you get him in the rope though? Like, I think a fishnet would be easier with a rope at the end. So if he gets in the fishnet, hang the rope up, and it'll be hung up upside down.
Yeah.
It's more
I guess
akin
you
to a
could do
Scooby Doo
that.
monster, so you'd kind of have to think Scooby Doo, like Fred
Scooby-Doo.
Trap, basically.
Good point.
I
Put
mean,
him in.
the thing is like Gilman is one of those really hard ones because at first you're like, well, he's easily trapped in one body of water, but then you're thinking about how to capture him. That's where, if you watch the original film, that's where all the teenagers in that film keep going awry. Is like they
Is he
they
more
either make
Pisces
their.
or is he more reptilian?
I forget how he is in the original film. Now I'm going to look that up. All right,
Well, here's an interesting hypothetical. What if you were able to rope him, like with a lasso, and then hook him up to a truck hitch, drag him out of the water, and I assume he probably doesn't like fire. Just drag him to a big old bonfire and toss him on in. I mean, if you got him roped.
Because if he's in the bonfire, he cannot move. So he can roll if he needs to.
A fire with
So
a cage
theoretically,
on
if you
top.
could get him in a big enough fire, he'd be pretty hosed.
I'm thinking like we pretty much chain him up and then lift him up in an elevated area and just leave him there because he cannot go back to the water. He's in an elevated place as well.
Hell yeah, just dry him like jerky. Just hang him up in the sun.
Yeah.
So I'm sitting here reading this, and I think Ducky's dad had a pretty good idea. The only thing that I would say add, because I'm reading Gilman's weaknesses, and one of the things that I forgot that he's weak to is that he's photophobic.
What-ophobic?
Meaning that if you have one of those strobing lights on the end of your firearm, it can sit there and annoy or distract him so that you can actually sit there and just, like, he's ultimately mortal. So if you just sit there and you flash him enough, he'll get disoriented and then easy peasy victory squeezy.
I just remembered how they killed him in the movie.
Yeah, I don't remember how they took care of him.
Well, they hit him. I know in the original movie, they hit him with rotonin and then sat there and shot and killed him, and he sank into the ocean.
So here's how I would do it. I would set up a bait, right?
Uh-huh.
And have a bunch of spotlights on the bait turned off. Wait until, whatever bait I decide on starts shrieking, right? Can the lights on. Throw a trident or something long distance, or shoot a spear gun or something just to pin it down. And then get as close as I can and then hose it down with rotonin.
Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Give us our last one here, Ray. Last one.
Would you like to do a these two will protect you, the other ones will try and kill you? Would you like to do one of those? And if you're your allies, they will not kill you. They will not kill you at all.
That's a
No matter how evil they are, they will not kill you.
All right. Lay it on
I kind of
us.
want to do that.
Lay it on us.
He's gonna get
Okay, I'm gonna pick 7. You're allowed to keep 2 of them to ally with you.
Okay, so we're allowed to have 2 allies, but one is ultimately our villain. Give us our villain first, and then give us our potential allies.
Two allies.
Give us our villain first.
Your villain. Let's see.
It's Dracula. We're fucked.
That's a tough one.
Yeah.
Give me 1 second. I want to pick a good one for you. That's why.
Okay. So if you're having to pick that good of a villain, then that means our allies are pretty powerful.
I would think a good villain would be Dracula, like especially the Castlevania Dracula. Oh my gosh, OP.
Because I can see from the look on his face right now that Ray has a really good set of allies planned, which means he's having to sit there and pick a really, really good villain, and this has me really worried. Who's the list of allies?
Creative and nuanced.
Your list of allies
Our allies are.
You were able to
Who
take.
was the villain on the?
We don't know yet.
You're able to take
Who's the villains on the
Jason.
Power
You're
Jason.
able to take. What's his name? Crap.
I don't know.
Michael Myers.
Several villains.
Jason, Michael Myers, okay.
You were able to take. Let's see here.
God.
You were allowed to take Freddy.
Freddy, okay.
In his nightmare, version or in his reality version.
Okay.
And then let's see here. Let's go here.
If we left it at just those 3 that we could pick from, that we can pick 2 from as an ally, would that make finding your ultimate baddie a easier pick?
I want to pick you guys one more ally so that you have a good balance at least.
Okay.
And my thoughts are Freddy is horrifying to mortal creatures that need to sleep, but horror monsters that don't really need to go to bed, Freddy is no threat to them.
They're still deciding our villain and our allies.
I don't know. This one's sounding pretty hard and complicated, Ray. You might want to just give us one final baddie.
I'm trying to get something that's going to be extremely helpful to you. So, like, yeah.
Why don't you pick a dastardly villain, and then have us choose one ally that we would go to?
Yeah, that would be easier.
I'll pick the villain, and you're allowed to choose any allies you want. So you get 4 allies, 1 for each of you.
Okay, that's fine. All right.
Your villain is the kid from Brightburn.
The kid from
what?
Oh, fuck!
The kid from Brightburn?
Yeah.
Evil Superman!
Yeah.
It's evil Superman!
Yeah, he's basically little kid evil Superman.
Evil Superman. And we have to figure out we have to figure out our allies.
You get one ally that you can pick.
Imagine Superman was a sociopathic, like 13-year-old.
I don't know too much horror.
Fucking horrifying.
Your 4 characters' allies can work together as well. They're not just fighting individually; they can work together.
What are you doing?
Can I say Goku?
Knock that off the
I know that's not
a villain,
fair,
homie.
but I don't know how to beat
That's
that
not a
little son of
villain.
bitch.
That's not a villain, homie.
No, I know. I don't.
Wanted to.
You know what I would do if the kid from Brightburn wanted to kill me? I'd stick a 44 in my mouth. I would choose the less painful death.
Does it have to be? Does it have to be a villain?
You know
Yes.
what? It does not have to be a villain.
Oh.
No. I want it to be a villain.
I want it to
I'm
be a
asking
villain.
you.
I want it to be a villain. Please let me have it be a villain.
As your ally?
Bizarro
as
Superman.
as the
As
ally.
the ally.
Yes.
Bizarro Superman as my ally.
I choose
Bizarro
Dracula
was never-
from Castlevania.
As your ally?
Yes.
You might actually have a good
Dude,
shot.
Shit,
shot.
you're
Yes.
resting 100% on your ally's powers.
Hell yeah.
The kid from Brightburn, there is nothing a mortal being can do to stop
One
that
Punch
thing.
Man.
That would be reasonable, actually. It'd be a good showdown.
But that's like anime with.
This is a god-level villain. Like,
God level villain.
you're fucked if not for your super evil ally. Like, so you better pick the baddest of the baddies.
What would you fight against
Azilla.
God?
The only weakness I'm seeing on here from him is the metal from his alien ship. That's literally it.
Boy, that's
Which
tough.
is rarer
I'm
than
gonna go.
kryptonite.
I'm gonna go with Azilla. Yeah.
I'm trying to find the name of it. Come back to me last.
I'm gonna have to stick with Bizarro Superman.
I'm going with Castlevania's
Captain
Dracula.
Bizarro.
Okay.
I think the kid from Brightburn would have.
I'm somewhere between Deathstroke and Azilla. I'm not sure.
Hang on. Does my ally have to have a pulse and a heart? Or
No.
can it be an evil object?
You could be a dead dude.
Yes.
The fucking book from Death Note.
Oh, and we win. So the Death Note is a
Yeah, then
notebook
we
from
instantly
Ray
win. That's an instant win.
Fucking game, sir.
That's basically it.
Look at Ray. He just died inside.
It's like, you son of a bitch.
God damn it.
I really thought you were thinking
I
like a
think we need to
sword or
leave it
something.
off on there because I was trying to find the entity, like the actual entity from Poltergeist has a name.
Oh.
I was trying to find their name because I was just like, they'll torture it. They'll just keep torturing the kid from Brightburn over and over and over again for the rest of his life to the point
Yeah,
where
but
he
if they
can't do
possessed
anything.
him- Listen, think about this,
doing
Steve. You don't want to do that. You know
Yeah.
why? Because that thing can possess a body. If that thing possessed the body of that kid, it would become the ultimate supreme uber evil.
Yeah, but the point of the point of
Yeah, trying to reconnect.
the point of the possession though is to sit there and eat away at its soul. The kid from Brightburn has an unlimited soul almost. So like it would just keep feeding and feeding and feeding endlessly. It's basically unmovable force, unmovable object, collision doesn't go anywhere. It becomes more.
I see what you're trying to do there is oppose immovable forces against one another.
Yeah.
However, if the situation evolved or the spirit of possession got creative or bored, and it was just like, you know what? I'm just going to take your little superhuman body and puppet it around. But the weird thing is, the thing you're putting against it is way more malevolent, malicious, and evil than the kid from Brightburn. He's just your average run-of-the-mill sociopath with Superman powers. Put a demon in control of his body, and then tell me that doesn't make it fucking worse.
Either that or I put the kid up against Homelander.
That's a good one.
That is a good equal playing field to fuck around on, actually. I like
Yeah,
that.
there we go. I put the kid up against Homelander. That's who I go with, Ray. Keith picked Death Note. I pick I pick Homelander.
Those two characters, Brightburn and Homelander, going head to head, that would be an epic battle that would go on 100 years. That would be fucking awesome.
The Death Note got it though.
Oh,
Yeah, the
that's
Death
how you
Note.
stop it permanently.
Yeah.
We didn't need any other allies, just the Death. Well, actually, an ally to defend him while he's riding.
I got
the
actually, I got a good one.
All right.
I got a good one. Now, hear me out, and I'm gonna just a disclaimer. I am not a Harry Potter fan. Never have been. Never will.
Mm-hmm.
But Voldemort.
Ron.
Voldemort.
Oh.
He picked-
Voldemort.
Okay.
All right,
Unless
yeah, no.
the kid could close the distance and twist his head off, Voldemort is good at planning and doing shit behind the shadows without being found.
But not
So
only,
I-
but not only that, it doesn't matter how many times that the kid from Brightburn will try and kill him. Voldemort still has the Horcruxes. He'll just keep
Gotta
coming
find
back.
his phylacteries, otherwise you can't truly kill him.
Yep.
I may not know a lot about that universe, but I know enough about Voldemort.
And the thing is, even if he destroys his body, it's worse because if he destroys his body, he has the ability of possession in that state.
Yep.
The turtle.
So,
Turtle.
well,
Where?
so I
That's
think
fair.
I think
Oh,
we'll
yeah.
go ahead and wrap it up here. I think we've reached our logical stopping point as always.
How the hell did we already hit an hour and 7 minutes? Holy crap.
Yep. So, well, thank you guys for joining us today. I'm Steve from WTF Anime. Of course, the lovely Ladyducky was with us and her dad. We've
Yep,
got
yep.
Critical Skeptic, Ghost, and of course, Epic Ray from Epic Ray Comedies. If you want to sit there and you want to follow any of us, you'll find all of our links down in the description below. As well as, did you know we have a Patreon? That's right, we have a Patreon for less than $5 a month. You can sit there, get access to exclusive content and more. Also, please remember, like, subscribe, go ahead and ring the notification bell. You can even fine-tune your notifications to just get occasional video updates from us. You don't even have to get them all the time. You can just get them whenever you want them. So, but other than that, from me and the rest of my hosts, I sit there and I say thank you so much, and we'll see you in the next one.
Before we completely close out, I'd like to throw this out here on the viewers.
Uh-oh.
If you would like to hear more discussions and comparisons of supervillains and superheroes, I'd like to see some polls in the comments. I'd like to hear if you guys would like us to do another episode on villains versus villains, heroes versus heroes, or an amalgamation of both. If you want to hear some more of that, drop it in the comments. If we get enough viewer comments requesting this, I think we can convince Captain Steve to do another superhero/villain episode.
I'm down with that.
Sounds good to me.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Well, then, from me to everybody else, bye.
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 Got an ad.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.